All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah, double honor to the Apostle GMS. This is Amna wa Allah coming at you in the video. And I'm just gonna go through the spirit right now. What's right now, I just want to talk about focus in this truth. Because this truth is our number one priority. This word comes first. The word comes before anything. Because what did the Lord say? The Lord Himself said, whatsoever man I'm quoting verbatim. Oh yeah, whatsoever man treasure, there will his heart be also. So whatever it is that you treasure, whatever it is that you value highly, that's what your heart is going to be fixated upon. Heart meaning mind. So whatever it is that one treasures, that's where their heart is going to be. So whatever it is that you value most, that's what's going to be that you're going to treasure most. That's what's going to be that you cherish most. Okay? So this truth is supposed to be your treasure. This is something you're supposed to cherish more than anything else. This is what your heart is supposed to be fixated upon. And everything else has to come secondary to it. You know what I mean? Whether it's your family, your woman, your children, your job. And I don't mean disown your relationship with your woman, you just get rid of her. Or you get rid of your, or you don't take care of your children. Or you just quit your job, of course not. What I mean, or you just disown your family. No, what I mean by that is, this truth is supposed to be a number one priority. Nothing is supposed to come before it. Alright? But even in that, you gotta use your common sense. If you come down the street to teach, and you say your child is sick, your child gotta go to the hospital, what you gonna do? Be on the street teaching while your child in the house sick so they could drop dead? That's ridiculous. The truth is the number one priority, and nothing is supposed to come secondary to it. In other words, nothing is supposed to hinder you from this word. If you're in a relationship with a woman, and the woman that you're with is hindering you from this truth, you're not studying, you're not coming out and teaching, then guess what? You got to spend less time around your woman. And if she's still being a hindrance to this truth, holding you back from teaching His word and studying His word, then guess what you got to do? You got to kick her to the curb. You got to break up with her. If you got family members, let's say the family members you live with, and they give you a hard time about this word because they don't like the fact that you don't eat pork no more, shrimp, crab, lobster, thing that you once was all right with, you no longer all right with. Well, guess what? If you got family members like that, you got to distance yourself from them. And if it becomes too hectic, you eventually got to move out of the house. You weren't supposed to choose them over this word, as in say, oh, well, my woman should the fact that I'm going out a lot and that I'm studying a lot. So, let me study a little bit less. Let me go out and teach it less. If my family, the fact that I believe in this Bible, so let me just do things to appease my family more and put the scriptures on hold. Nope, not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? This truth is supposed to come first. This is your number one priority. See, the Lord made a statement. He said, whosoever loveth his life shall lose it. And whosoever, meaning what? If you love your life, you're going to lose it. Meaning if you love this world, if you love your life in this world, this present world, the endowments of the world, the riches of this world, your status in this world, those things are fleeting, meaning they're here 1 minute, go on the next. Those things are hollow, meaning they're empty. Those things are frail, meaning they're weak. But if you desire those things more than this word, that's you loving your life. And guess what? You're going to lose your life because the Lord isn't going to protect you. The Lord isn't going to have His angels around you to put a hedge around you to protect you. And you'd be put to death. You get caught out there and judged by the Lord. But if you lose your life, whosoever loseth his life for my sake shall find it. You losing your life for the Lord's sake is you denying this world, denying the endowments of the world, denying the status of this world, denying the riches of this world for the sake of the Lord. So you're denying those things for the Lord's sake. In other words, you're not putting those things on a pedestal. These are not things that you worship. These are not things that you feel that is the end-all be-all of life. You believe that the Lord is far more important than doing the Lord's work. So that's you losing your life for the Lord's sake. You're denying those things for the sake of the Lord, for the sake of His word. So if you lose your life for the Lord's sake, you're going to find it. You'll find your life. Why? Because when the time comes, when the Lord makes a second coming, your life will be found because you'll be delivered. Okay? You'll be delivered from the coming destruction. And that destruction is the destruction of America, which is according to the Bible, is Babylon the Great. Because according to the Bible, Babylon the Great, which is America, is going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction. Alright? And that's just the truth. A lot of people can't see that. But they can't see that because the Most High has not opened their eyes to see it. Because the Most High don't want everybody. But back to what I was saying about focus in this truth. You want to read the scriptures as often as you can. Daily will be best, of course. Because these words are your daily bread. Daily meaning, day to day. Bread is something that gives you energy. Or something that gives you, what's the word I'm looking for? Bread is something that gives you nourishment. But this word is your daily bread. So the daily bread that you're getting is your daily nourishment of the word of the Lord. That's the daily bread that you get. Alright? So you want to read the scriptures, regularly, as often as you possibly can. You want to do lessons, and even if you want reading, you want to meditate upon the Lord. Think about the Lord. Think about the word. The word of the Lord is always supposed to be something that's in your mind. When you go to the supermarket and you're about to buy something, it should already be what they call second nature for you to grab that box or that bottle or whatever it is and look at the ingredients to make sure nothing in it is unclean according to the scriptures. That's the mentality you're supposed to have. That's the person that is really that's the person that is really serious about this thing. And that's how it is that you're supposed to be. Because if you're getting too comfortable in this world, if the thoughts that you have in this world, if the thoughts that you have in this, the thoughts that you have is heavily rooted in things of this world, entertainment and so on and so forth, then you're not really in the right place with the Lord. You're not really where it is that you should be, because you aren't meditating upon the things you should be meditating upon. You know what I mean? You aren't meditating upon the things that you should be meditating upon. You want to think about things you should be thinking about. And guess what? You're supposed to know that. You're supposed to know that. When your thoughts are separated from this truth. When you're thinking too much about something. And when that happens, you're supposed to pray to the Lord. You might have to go on a fast. It may be it's a spirit overcoming you, trying to separate you from this word. So you got to pray to the Lord to remove that spirit from you, to remove that demon on you. Or you may have to go on a fast. Go on a fast to afflict your soul, to build your spirit back up. These things that may be required, and these are all things that you as an individual in this truth is supposed to take into account. These things you're always supposed to think about. These things you're supposed to think about. That's the mentality that you have. The way people think about being rich, the way people think about being famous, the way people think about being successful, the way people think about a man may think about a woman, or the way a woman may think about a man. Well, we're men here. When I say women think about a man, obviously we ain't thinking about men, of course. But in other words, what I'm saying is the way people think about things that they desire, that's how you're supposed to think about this truth. So the way a man thinks about a woman, that's how you're supposed to think about this word. It's something that you're supposed to think about a lot. And when you're thinking about something that's not involved in this truth too much. And that's when you gotta pray to the Lord. You gotta fight them demons, fight them spirits that's trying to plague you, that's trying to separate you from the word of the Lord. Alright? So I'm driving right now, so it's not really much that I could, no scriptures that I can really get to right now. But I'm just want to say this real quick. Wait a minute 1 second. I just want to say this real quick for